Hi guys, on for another challenge that I have to do in the Paper Possibilities Crazy Crafters group. Sel Degnan, who is one of the fellow admins with me, did a challenge to make an altered playing card, so that's what we're doing this time. So I've had this sitting around for a while and I keep looking at it thinking I must do something with it, and then I thought, well, I've already started it, this can be my altered card challenge. So I have already previously stuck on this. It looks like some tea bag, used tea bag. And I must have put it on just with glue stick, and it's actually held quite well. The edges are lifting a little, but not too bad. So you can see it's used because it's got the brown bits on it. So that's a great start. So I'm going to make this easy on myself. And the next thing I'm going to do is grab my archival ink, and I have this text stamp. So I'm going to give that a go. It should fit pretty good by the looks of things. It says tea. Is it about tea? Now I'm going to have to read it sometime. Anyway, I might just test it out on the back of this paper. Make sure I've got it the right way. Hope you are all well. It is Saturday, I think. My sleep routine's so bad. I don't know what the days are. Oh yeah, that's nice. So we'll get that on there. I'm using the archival ink so that it'll stay on if I put some matte medium over it afterwards, hopefully. Had no idea what I wanted to do for this, and my crafty brain hasn't been very good lately, so and then I was looking in the cupboard for something, and I had these containers at the top of the cupboard with dried flowers in them, and I thought, oh, I never use my dried flowers. I've sort of been collecting some. I haven't done many yet, so I'm not hanging on to them or whatever, but I did find some in a book one day at the bookstore, and they'd be very old, vintage dried flowers. So I thought, why not use those? I think they'll suit this well. Right, gave it a bit of an extra wipe down because I think when I got it secondhand it was a bit dirty as well. So I'll just put this to the side. So the next thing I'll do before I forget is I do think I will want a word on it, but I do want a paper word. So I grabbed the closest book that I have taken the cover off here and found, I looked at the first page and it does have the word blossoming, so I thought, well, that'll do. So I'm just going to tear that out if I can without killing it. Just make the page a bit smaller. So quite warm here tonight. Just cooled down enough that I don't need to have the fan on, which is nice. And I'm catching it up on people's YouTubes in between doing this. I think that'll work well. It stands out quite nicely. Now, I might use Vintage Photo, which I think is the pad I've got on at the moment, to go around a word. So I've just been doing some dishes today. I'm sure I've done other stuff, I just can't remember what. Oh, just a lot of admin stuff on the computer and that really. And I caught up on my Bold and the Beautiful. Now, so these are the flowers I found, and they're absolutely beautiful. So this is how I'm storing my dried flowers at the moment. I try and use white, but I think I've got a yellow in there, like cardstock. If I can lift this up. So I'll have cardstock. I put the flowers on top of the cardstock. Then I put some of my greaseproof paper on top of that. And then I'll layer another bit of cardstock flowers and then greaseproof paper. So I've just got layers of flowers here. But these are ones I found in this greaseproof paper, you know, in one of the books that I got from the bookstore. And aren't they gorgeous still? Very old. So I'm going to use these two. I love them. And probably one of the leaves. So be careful. Just drag. I don't know how these are going to go. I've thought I might try and stick them on with matte medium and then matte medium over the top to try and help protect them. But it's not something I have done before, so I might kill them, but I will. It happens. So that is my thought. Now I do also have, I've got bits of doily and I've got my laces. Truly though, I don't know if they'll even need it because they're so pretty on their own. I'm just going to rip a little bit of the doily off. Just put it on and have a play and see what we think. So my thought is doing something like that. So that just detracts from it really, that doily. Something like that, and then use the leaf as well. Kind of like that side. And the leaf could just go somewhere like that. And then we'd have a word that could just sit wherever. The most important thing is getting the placement of these where I want them, I think. Without breaking them in the meantime. I should be grabbing my tweezers. So yes, that is my plan. Oops, I broke my leaf. Okay. Luckily I have another one. Must not break it. Very brittle they are. And that one's big, isn't it? It will still work. The other thing is, now that I've already broken this one, break it a bit more. That would do even. And then we've got to back up. All right, let's get them down before I break anything else. So, where did I put my matte medium here? Now I'm debating whether to use one of these maybe, or I've got a brush. I might put it on with this and then see. All right, here goes. Just coating the tea bag in it as well. While I'm at it, why not? So we'll try and get this first flower down. Tell you, I'm not doing good with fiddly stuff tonight. That looks pretty good there. And I'm going to put a coating straight over the top of that. Try not to scrape it too much, but give it a nice coat. Sorry, probably going off camera there a bit. Now with the excess, I'll whack it up the top to stick our next one down. And just cover over the tea bag a bit. Try not to break it. About like that will be okay. And while we're at it, we'll get our little leaf down. Which will just sit like that. So again, I'm just going to coat the flower. Run a bit of that down. I think I broke the middle out of the flower, but that's all right. I shall be a bit careful now. Put a little leaf on. Taking some of the excess off. And now that little bit isn't sticking down, so alright, it's going to curl up, but that's alright. Once it's dry, we can put it under something. Hopefully that should all dry and we won't be able to see the matte medium. So I'm just going to clean this off. Oh, we've still got our words somewhere, don't we? Could stick that on. Could put it down. Or we could, I kind of like it up there. I've got a paintbrush here, so I'm just going to use that to put a little bit of matte medium down the bottom here. And I'll clean up some of my mess while I'm at it. Little tail bit just want to stick down, and then I just break my little petal. Alright, I should just leave it alone now. Let's fix up this little bit of the tea bag. Alright, I'm going to go and wash my brush and I'll let it dry. And then we'll have a look at it and see. I'll probably ink around the edges once it's dry as well. But that might be all it needs because I really like that just the way it is. I don't think it needs anything else. I was going to use lace or something, but I don't want to detract from those flowers because they're beautiful. I think that's some of the middle bit that broke off. Maybe we can scoop him back in the middle to dry. And there, that will do. Maybe back over there. Okay, so this is my finished card. I inked around the edge off of camera because I forgot to turn my camera on. But I'm sure you've seen me ink the edges of things heaps. So I used Vintage Photo to ink around the edge of the card and the word there. And then I used the archival in brown to do the stamping script stamp underneath. So I'll just hold it up a bit. The lighting's not too good, but I think that looks beautiful. And I'm glad I didn't put doily or lace or anything on it, because I think it would detract from the flowers, and they're just beautiful as they are. They're so old, and to preserve them like this is a lovely way to keep them. So thanks for coming along. I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you again soon. Bye.